Hey guys, Footy Manager TV here. Welcome to episode number 4 of my FC Barcelona FIFA 16 Career Mode series. And in this episode here today, we're going to be going through some more transfers. You did see there that we did send one young player out on loan. Also, we're going to go through the transfer deadline day, see if we can make a signing. You're going to have to wait and see. Obviously, I won't be using all the budget or something like that. Maybe might save some for January, because our squad is pretty big. Well, it's not big. We've got first team players and we've got them in the subs and reserves as well. So we don't need to go for huge signings in the first season. Just prospect players, some still in the first team as well though. But right now we're heading into the second leg of the Super Copa and we've got to win. It's 1-1 on aggregates at the minute, but now Gomez, he really impressed me in the first leg. Very dangerous. Look, he cuts in there. Perfect cross for Aduriz, and he's the other one who impressed last time out. He's so dangerous in the air, and you saw with the finish and the cross. I noticed the CPU are really good when they cut in like that, then whip in the cross, and then you got a big, tall target man like Aduriz. A very good chance to finish. That's his second goal in the Super Copa. He's very hard to defend. And of course, we lost against them actually in the league. Very disappointing. But we're making our own changes here as well to try and turn it around because we're losing. It's not like a huge competition to win, but I want to see signs going into more league games. So say, yeah, the league has already started and we lost the first game against this team. So hasn't been the greatest of starts. But now Williams finds Roberto. Now Suarez to Messi. Probably one too many passes there, but that's why I've chosen Barcelona for this career mode. I wanted to play the Barcelona style, trying to pass it a bit more than I generally do. But unfortunately, yeah, it probably takes longer to create chances. But the thing is, I'm going to lose here in this game if we don't score with this final attempt. We could have got the free kick, but Messi decided to run. Could we find someone in the box? Again, tried to do too much. But I really enjoyed it still, funnily enough. Even though I lost, I'm just, let's push on to the next game. I just enjoy, playing with Barcelona. That's the reason, again, why I started with them and a few other reasons. And also, something I've decided, also you guys really enjoy this, I'm going to try and upload 2 episodes in this series every single day. If you continue to hit that 500 likes, that shows me you really, really enjoy it. I'll upload another episode later today. So make sure you smash that like button. You're killing it so far with this series, so keep it up. And Oliver Torres is the player I'm going to be looking to replace Rakitic with. I think he's a amazingly talented kid, can improve a lot as well. But that's the thing. Could he make the same impact as Rakitic would in the first season? I don't think so. Rakitic, he's a quality player, but the money we got for him, it was too good. We're going to be able to do so much with it, most definitely. So again, we'll be scouting some players running out their contract, pre-contracts we may look towards January. Oliver Torres, I'm really excited about signing him because don't forget, Iniesta's getting older. He's not going to be getting any better as a player. Well, sometimes, older players in FIFA, if they play well, they do increase. I've experienced that, and I'm sure you guys have. You would have seen some older players in your team improving, but I really like Oliver Torres. I've liked him as a youth player coming up through the ranks ever since he was like 16 or 17. He's always been that technically gifted player coming through, so I really want to use him and develop him into that Barcelona world-class central midfielder type. Definitely in the mold of someone like Andres Iniesta. So now, heading into our next league game at home against Malaga, I look at this. This must be a 3-point victory. We need it desperately after losing the first league game. So here we gave away a foul somehow, and I don't know. How is that a yellow card for Neymar? What? Are you serious? Are you serious, ref? Look at the replay here. How can that be a yellow card? That's barely a foul. I would say, maybe a foul, but not a yellow. So, Malaga, what was that? What was that? That was absolute rubbish. And Luis Suarez, you can't do that with Luis Suarez in the vicinity. The goalkeeper played it to the defender, and he tried to give it back to the goalkeeper, I guess. And you can't do that around Luis Suarez because you give him a slight chance and he's going to finish, especially when there's no goalkeeper there. He was never, ever going to give up that opportunity. So that should give him some confidence. And once again, Sergi Roberto coming on. I actually really like Sergi Roberto. I think he could develop into one of those players like Torres coming through, and Rafinha. We've got a group of those youngsters coming through, and hopefully they can grow together. Would be very nice to see in those midfield positions. But now Neymar, can we finish the deal off? Neymar, he does, and he makes it 2-0 on the 65th minute, and celebrating in style. They're very happy, and I knew myself, really good chance to get the 3 points now. But Neymar, that's how good he is. Oh, there's been this question as well to train Neymar a lot, to actually develop him into a really, really good player, like maybe a 96, 97 rating if we train him hard, because he's actually still young enough to do so. So leave your thoughts on that, if we should add Neymar into the training. But now a ball is played through. It's Arda Turan, and now he's just going to play it across for Luis Suarez so he can 100% take advantage and make it 3-0. Suarez, I kind of want Suarez to score a lot of goals this season. I know Messi in real life smashes a lot of goals in. Suarez does as well. But yeah, I want him to kind of challenge Ronaldo, because Ronaldo always smashes in goals for Real Madrid, especially in career modes, I noticed from the tally. So Suarez scores another, and there we go to end off the game. And this is what we've got to be seeing. We're not week in, week out, but in the majority of games, we have to be dominating. Shot accuracy, 100%. 7 shots, 7 on target. And after a lot of games, I like to show the player ratings so you can see yourself who's played well, maybe who hasn't played so well, even though sometimes it's not a true indication. Sometimes players can get a poor rating, and I thought they played decent. It's just, how the ratings work and what the players do during the games. But another training session here. Again, leave your thoughts if I should add Neymar, but who to replace him with. They're all potentially key young players in the future. Alcacer as well. I'm training more other attributes, not finishing ones, where he could potentially maybe create chances for himself. Even though they're for keep possession, it's the training skill is called. So that's a bit interesting. But here I was just showing some players I've changed the numbers of. Just to maybe replace a player that has left the club and they're in their position, or just, if it was their previous number, I just changed them for multiple reasons for different players. But generally a lot of players change numbers when they move to a new club, because a key player has their number already and they don't want to replace their number. But anyway, now, right back, Hector Bellerin. He is a player that has been suggested a lot, actually, from you guys in the comments. I definitely do. If there's a player that I think is a good player, and you guys think is a good player, there's a very good chance that I am going to sign him. So this would be definitely a realistic signing. If you guys think, like, it's very hard to make a realistic signing for you guys. It's really limited, and the transfers I make and players I let go of. So it's really hard to get everything 100% realistic. But we did transfer list Douglas as well. He'll be a replacement and a much better player that can have, or that does have more upside. But we did have to go for the transfer without knowing his value. I had to go, I guess, 8 million because, we don't have time to get his value. It's transfer deadline day. So it was unacceptable, but it was around the mark. Arsenal said they wanted 11 million, but we put 9 million this time after doing 8 million originally. And will that get accepted? And yes, it will. So how about that as a guess? As a guess of how much I think he would be worth, judging off his... Because obviously, his rating is about 77 or something like that. I've used him Ultimate Team before as well. So, I had a bit of a guess there. And I think I did really well without knowing his value. What do you think about my guess kind of bid? I think I did pretty well originally. So he's going to sign now. Pretty happy with that. Hector Bellerin, 20 years old, as I guess you can say backup, but Dani Alves is aging. You got to keep that in mind. He's the replacement. He's the same style. He's a Barcelona style fullback. Gets forward a lot, but look at that pace and acceleration, 96. He's so quick and dangerous getting forward, but he's got decent, well-rounded attributes as well. Can defend, good technical ability. And of course here he was going to replace Douglas, the number 2 on his shirt. I found it a bit weird Douglas is number 2. Because Dani Alves obviously had his number for a long time, so that wasn't going to be changed. But yeah, he should be number 2. And look at that with Rakitic. That's what I wanted to say. Some people said it's a bad transfer, but I sold Rakitic more than Lacazette. Like, Manchester City paid for Lacazette, so I got more money for Rakitic than Lacazette. For Lyon. So a lot of you guys might think Lacazette is the better player. I know different roles. They play different positions, so you can't really compare them. But either way, I thought I got good money for him, even though he's a key player for Barcelona. I got good money for him, and we're going to use that wisely, even though if I might not use all that money now, don't forget January, don't forget pre-contract signings as well. And we did send out one of our players, not on a loan, on an actual transfer. Jordi Masip, wasn't it? Yeah, he's not going to be a goalkeeper for us. We got Ter Stegen, who could be the key goalkeeper for this series because he's still young enough, obviously. And we did get that scout a future star back. Left back, probably not the most ideal position you want scout a future star like high potential, but because I did sell Alba, and obviously Adriano is not going to be a key player for us, and we have got Gaia now, we do need a young left back coming through, even though Gaia is fairly young himself. But it would be nice if that guy could rotate with Gaia over the course of both of their careers, because Gaia is still, well, he's 20. So he's got a lot of years to develop. So going towards the end of the episode now, leave your thoughts if you enjoy this. At the end of a transfer window, I'll do a roundup of the players that have joined the club. Obviously, there's some that joined in real life and some departed in real life. Because I really like this. I haven't shown this in my career mode series before. I do it in Football Manager, like at the start of a new season, where I show players that have joined the club and players that have departed. But again, you look at their worth and the transfer fee. I was really happy. I think I got these guys for a decent amount of money. And then the ones, the key ones anyway, that departed the club would be Rakitic, I talked about, and Jordi Alba. But you look at Rakitic and you see his estimated worth. The transfer fee was much more than that. And same with Alba. Alba replaced him with a similar player that is just younger than him, only going to get better. And we'll round the episode off with just a monthly scouting update as well, with a couple of Cameroonian pacey young attacking players coming through, maybe the next Samuel Eto'o. So as I said, smash 500 likes on this video and I'll upload another Barcelona career mode later today. And I'll see you guys there.